really means a lot to all of us, and I speak on behalf of both the families. My name is Manish Tripathi, Archana Tripathi, Joey, Joseph Tumelo, and Peter Tumelo. On the stage, you saw my full family. We are blessed to have our dad, Papa, here. Papa, aapka aashirwad saath mein. So my dad is here, I'm here. My son is getting engaged. Tomorrow the Goan Christian wedding, and then we have the Hindu Feras. 3 days of celebration. All I want to say is, I'm going to be Stanley is going to present a video on our behalf, and it seems, it's cliched, it seems like just yesterday I would rock Rohan to sleep because Archana was too tired. And today, on 28th, not today, about 2-3 months back, on 18th of February, Rohan inspired me to run my first water marathon. He literally carried me through. It all started on 22nd of October, and I said, Rohan, I'm not able to run even 1 kilometer, how will I play cricket anymore? He said, Papa, in 1 step extra a day, just 1 step extra a day is progress. तुम मेरे साथ दौड़ो, मैं तुमको मैराथन दौड़ाऊंगा. He put a schedule for me. I followed that schedule, not very rigidly, but I did. And I did 2 10-kilometer marathons. And Anjali was there in our house to welcome us back. When 3 of us, Arman, Rohan, and myself, did the first 10-kilometer marathon. So how it changes. There was a time when I thought I was guiding him, and now our sons are guiding us to new things, new frontiers. So, beta, Ashirwad, we love you all. माँ से बड़ा प्यार किसी का नहीं होता, तो सारा श्रेय माता को है, और जो भी डिसिप्लिन है वो मेरी तरफ से है. तो कभी कभी मैं हाश हो जाता हूँ, अंजलि भी जानती है, रोहन भी जानते हैं, अंकिता भी जानती है. I am a little tough sometimes, but coconut है ना, coconut. I'm strong from outside, but अंदर से मैं बहुत weak आदमी हूँ. I need all your support. 3 days of great love, friendship. Enjoy, guys. Thank you for being here.
I just want to say a very big thank you to all our family and friends. And Anjali and Rohan are having a wonderful day, and we are also happy that you are here. I know it means a lot to Anjali that lots of her work colleagues are here. Thank you so much, Anjali. Super excited that you are all here. And for everyone who's taken the effort, both from Rohan's side and Anjali's side, to come all the way here to Bali. We hope the next 2-3 days for you are exciting and that you enjoy the music, the food, and all be a part of the festivities. I also have to say a big word of thanks to my younger daughter, Ankita, who is the person who has done such a marvelous job, been a source of comfort and support to Anjali and to all of us right from, I don't know how many months now. Thank you so much, Inga. Wonderful job that you're doing. I'll leave Daddy to add on the rest.
Well, I don't really think there's much left to be said. But just before we sign off, thank you, each one of you, from both sides of the family, Anjali's friends, Rohan's friends, and all of you all who are here today and who will be here over the next few days. Enjoy yourselves, and thank you so much for making this a success.
Question number 1. Who spends more money? Mula, 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 mula.
Guys, up here.
Okay, the discussion will be
We'll
later.
discuss this later.
There's clearly the disagreement in the very first question.
Oops. Alright. Next one. Ready? Who is the better bathroom singer? Alright.
Number 3. Who made the first move to kiss? Who's the man?
Alright. Who is more likely to fall asleep during a movie?
Depends on the kind of movie, right?
What kind of movies were you going to?
A lot of sleeping. Okay. Who is the more romantic one? This is ladies' department, right?
Who farts more?
Who farts? Very honest. The couple's very honest. Guys, give it up for a very honest couple here.
I think we should skip the next question.
Alright.
In the interest of our promise to be PG-13.
Okay. Who has most number of shoes? Fair enough. If you had disagreement there, I'd be like, what?
Cool. Who wears the pants in the relationship?
Not sure if this is an honest reply. Do you guys want to correct?
Give another chance.
Any-
Who wears the pants in the relationship?
Think about it. Right answer. Rohan, sahi jawab. Aapko milti hai Anjali. Who flirts the most?
Alright. Who tells the best jokes? What, either of you? Wrong! The Joker.
Who has a better taste in music? Hey, cheating! Look at me. Okay. Well, he has better taste in music, and we'll know why. He has chosen the band, very special band. Okay, next question. Who is the biggest baby when they're sick? We know that.
There's a very slow race one. Alright, next one. Who cries the most during movies? Sniffle.
So both
Alright.
of them sleep, but only Anj cries. So it's better that you sleep. Okay, next question. Who spends the most
Oh man, I'm
time?
excited for this one.
I know the answer to this, but still. Who spends the most time on their phones? Anj, do you want to think about this? Who has an Instagram story? Alright.
Alright, fine. That's good.
Thank you for being honest, Ms. Bride.
Alright, and the last question for the night. Who holds the liquor better?
Roro. Who holds the liquor better?
Oh, that's right. Sorry, my bad.
I think it's proportional to size, so we
I-
hope Rohan holds it.
I think Rohan won this. Yeah,
He can hold it better.
I was talking about the whole game, but sure. That
Oh,
too.
what? No.
Right.
Anj won,
Guys,
right?
who thinks Rohan
Anj
won
is
this
better,
round?
no? Girls
Louder.
always win
Alright guys, thank you very
so
much.
much.
This is Bye.
We are the revelry, we are the dreamers. We dance through the night in our bones, we can feel it. Aiming for the stars against the sky. When we are together, we are bright. We're light up. We've been waiting for this moment to come. We were made for this adventure. We feel it in our blood. We're light up. Eyes open wide and the world is before us. We are the sound of a beautiful chorus. Holding to the feeling, you and I. When we are together, we are bright. We're light up. We've been waiting for this moment to come. We were made for this adventure. We feel it in
Dear
our
friends,
blood.
let us love one another, because love comes from God. Whoever loves is a child of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, for God is love.
When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I become a man, I put away the things of a child. We see now through a glass in a dark manner, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then I shall know even as I am known. And now there remain faith, hope, and charity. These three, but the greatest of these is charity.
Marriage is appointed by God, and the church believe that marriage is a gift of God in creation, and agrees in which man and woman become one in heart, mind, and body. I, Rohan Tripathi, in the presence of God,
in the presence of God,
take you Anjali Dumelo to be my wife.
take you Anjali Dumelo to be my wife.
All the time
All the time,
I give to you.
I give to you
All that I have,
all that I have.
I will share with you.
I will share with you.
Whatever the future holds,
Whatever the future holds,
I will love you
I will love you
and stand by you.
and stand by you.
I will encourage you,
I will encourage you,
listens to you,
listen to you,
and share with you
and share with you
openly and honestly. Openly,
openly and honestly,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
I, Anjali Dumelo,
I, Anjali DeMello,
in the presence of God,
in the presence of God,
take you Rohan Tripathi to be my husband.
take you, Rohan Tripathi, to be my husband.
All that I am,
All that I am,
I give to you.
I I give to you.
All that I have,
All that I have,
I will share with you.
I will share with you.
Whatever in your future holds,
Whatever any future holds,
I will love you
I will love you
and stand by you.
and stand by you.
I will encourage you,
I will encourage you,
listens to you,
listen to you,
and share with you
and share with you
openly and honestly,
openly and honestly,
as long as we watch you.
as long as we both shall live.
Before God and in the presence of us all, by the solemn consent and promise, by the giving and receiving of rings, and by the joining of hands, Rohan and Charlie have now accepted each other in marriage. I declare them to be husband and wife in the name of God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
So, I want to tell you guys a little story about when we lived in Singapore. So just for context, for those of you who don't know, an easel is a stand that you put a painting on. Okay, so start there. So I was 9 years old, I used to play the violin, and my parents had just bought me a music stand to put my music on for playing the violin. And a couple of days later, Anj came up to me and was like, "Oh, Ma just bought me an easel." And I was like, oh, what's an easel? And she looked at me and she was like, "You don't know what an easel is?" And I was like, "No." She was like, "Oh, it's a baby weasel." And I was like, "Oh, so you're gonna get a pet?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, but how come?" And she's like, "Because you got the music stand." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I just couldn't understand, like for the life of me as a 9-year-old, I couldn't understand how she was getting a pet. And that was the equivalent of a music stand. So I cried about it for 2 hours. And then I finally went to my mom and I was like, "Ma, why is Anjali getting an easel?" And my mom went, "Because I bought you the music stand." And I literally couldn't stop crying. And then there was Anjali just standing in a corner, smirking away to glory. And it didn't take my mom half a second to even realize that Anj was basically the most sneaky little shit in the world.
It's funny that you bring that story up because similarly, my brother did this similar thing to me. I was about 5 or 6 and we were just playing around. And then he just comes up to me and he says, "Oh, you're adopted." And I was like, I wasn't crying like you, but I was quite shocked. And it took me about 2-3 days. I was like, should I go to my parents? Should I ask them? What should I do? So I went to my dad, I went to my mom, and I asked them, "Am I adopted?" And they were equally shocked. And they were like, "No, who told you this?" And I see my brother just standing in the side, and he's smirking. And I was quite angry, and I don't think I spoke to him for a few days. But yeah. But I would also like to move on to the happy couple. I've had the privilege of knowing Anjali for about 5 to 6 years now. And I've had the great opportunity as well to be living in the same country as her, which is Singapore. And she's told me a lot of stories about my brother. she's told me a lot of stories about them. And I remember one clear story where she used to tell me when they first started dating. Because my brother, I mean, we all know my brother, his friends, our family. He's quite shy and he's nervous. And I think Anjali is the first serious girlfriend that he's had. So when they used to go on dates, she would tell me that his hands would get very sweaty. So whenever they wanted to hold hands, he would wipe them on his jeans and then he would hold it. So he would get very embarrassed, but she found that very funny. So I think that was a quite good thing that she told me. But that's another thing about Anjali. She's such an outgoing person, and I think she's really made Rohan come out of his shell in a way, and he's really become more sociable. So I would like to thank Anjali for that as well.
Woo! So the one thing that I think makes Rohan and Anj the strongest couple ever is no matter what situation they're in, no matter who's around, no matter where they go, they completely accept each other for who they are. The craziness, the quietness, the silliness, all of it, they love each other, true and true. And in any situation that they're in, they're always going to back each other to the moon. And that's what's going to get them through life. So Anj, I just want to say, I'm so proud of you for making the best decision of your life.
So let's raise a toast to the happy couple, and let's wish them a happy marriage and a happy life. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys. Congratulations.
Firstly, Ankita, Arman, Tintin, as I call him. You guys have been amazing for the last couple of months. I think the amount of work that has been put in by you guys, we're both so proud to have you as siblings. And Ankita, I'm so happy that you've done so much for us. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, I had no idea what I'm supposed to do right now, but I was told that I'm supposed to respond, and I feel like I should talk a little bit about Anjali and our time together. And when I was thinking about what I'm gonna say, I thought I would be blank, but then when I sat down, I had like a million things that I wanted to say. Thankfully, I've condensed that down to 3 things. So consulting mindset, right? So the first thing, and I'm going to talk about what Anjali has taught me. So the first thing, the importance of waiting. So patience is a virtue. I've learned that the hard way over the last 6 years, and I was just doing a calculation, and I think the total amount of time that I've spent waiting for her to get ready, for her to come to something, I think amounts to about 15 days. So 15 days of just waiting, yeah? And it struck me that, actually she's giving me time. She's giving me the gift of time because I could do so much in those 15 days while I'm waiting. So yeah, positive, thinking positively there. The second thing, and I think this is really important, the importance of social media. So I think all of you know Anjali. I think you would have all seen her various handles, various accounts on various things. And I think what I realized today is all that was in preparation for those 3 days, these 3 days that we're having, because the number of pictures that I'm having to take, I think it was her over the period of time of 6 years preparing me for these 3 days by taking so many pictures. So I think, I think that really helped us, helped me at least. And I've actually created my own social media account, my own Instagram account, which I'll make sure that all of you get, because there are a lot of pictures of Anjali there that she doesn't want anyone to see, so obviously everyone should see them. And I think the third thing and the most important thing, you guys kind of stepped on my point here, but so I'm not the most outgoing guy, and I think when I met Anjali, she brought me out of my shell, definitely. But what was really important was she made me realize that it's important to try new things, and I was kind of going through the motions in many ways, and after being with her, I think I've tried a lot of different new things, and I can't wait to keep doing that. So I'm really happy that we're getting married, and we have gotten married. And I can't wait to do so many new things with you. I really love you, and yeah, so that's all I have to say. And thank you very much to everyone who's here and celebrating with us. Yeah, look forward to having fun tonight.
This way, can't get enough, so stay, you and me. It's not like we got big plans. Let's drive around town on tonight. And you need to know you're the only one, alright, alright. And you need to know that you keep me up all night. It's so good, I love you so bad, so bad. Oh, my heart is so good, I love you so bad, so bad. Oh, my heart is so good, I love you so bad, so bad. Oh, my heart is so good, I love you so bad, so bad.
गुड़िया रे गुड़िया तेरा गुड्डा परदेसिया जोड़ी आसमानी हो गई शगुन पे देखो शादमानी हो गई हाय गुड़िया रे गुड़िया तेरा गुड्डा परदेसिया जोड़ी आसमानी हो गई शगुन पे देखो शादमानी हो गई
रे कबीरा मान जा रे फकीरा यूं न जा आजा तुझको पुकारे तेरी परछाइयां रे कबीरा मान जा रे फकीरा कैसा तू है निर्मोही कैसा हर जाइया
कैसे तेरे खुद गर्जी लब नाम करमे नाम सिरी कैसे तेरी खुद गर्जी तुझे प्रीत पुरानी बिसरी मस्त मौला मस्त कलंदर तू हवा का एक बवंडर बुझ के यूं अंदर ही अंदर क्यों रहेगा
रे कबीरा मान जा रे फकीरा मान जा आजा तुझको पुकारे तेरी परछाइयां रे कबीरा मान जा रे फकीरा मान जा कैसा हर जाइया Our hearts alive, firestorms, and when they strike, we feel the love. Sparks will fly, they ignite our bones, and when they strike, we light up the world. Hearts alive, firestorms, and when they strike, we feel the love. Sparks will fly, they ignite our bones, and when they strike, we light up the world. We light up the
ਮੁੰਡਾ ਥੋੜਾ ਆਫ ਬੀਟ ਹੈ ਪਰ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਵੀਟ ਹੈ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਥੋੜਾ ਆਫ ਬੀਟ ਹੈ ਪਰ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਵੀਟ ਹੈ ढोंगी सा ये बड़ा ढीठ है वायरल हो गया ये ट्वीट
पर फूल वूल करने में कूल तू बड़ी तेज कटारी है शगन तेरी की लगन तेरी की हमने कर दी तैयारी है
नचदे ने सारे रल मिल के आज हिले डुल के ले सारे के सारे नजारे नचदे ने सारे रल मिल के आज हिले डुल के ले सारे के सारे नजारे खसमानों का ने आलू बड़े करारे तरम नाल आलू बड़े करारे चढ़ चढ़ के चौबारे तरम नाल स्वीटू आजा मारे आलू बड़े करारे तरम नाल आलू बड़े करारे चढ़ चढ़ के चौबारे तरम नाल स्वीटू आजा मारे मुंडे पहलेंटी मेरे ਲਈ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਸੈਂਟੀ ਉਹ ਤੇਰੇ ਲਈ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਸੈਂਟੀ तेरे ਲਈ ਹੋ गए ਸੈਂਟੀ तेरे लिए मैं सेट हूँ इस बात की गारंटी
पर फूल वूल करने में कूल तू बड़ी तेज कटारी है सहरा बांध के कूद फांद तुझे ले जाना इस बारी है
नचदे ने सारे रल मिल के आज हिले डुल के ले सारे के सारे नजारे नचदे ने सारे रल मिल के आज हिले डुल के ले सारे के सारे नजारे खसमानों खाने जोर जोर से शोर वोर कर डीजे गाने बजाने आ रठड़े रठड़े जीजा फूफड़ हमने सारे मनाने आ
जोर जोर से शोर वोर कर डीजे गाने बजाने हैं रुकड़े रुकड़े जीजा फुफड़ हमने सारे मनाने हैं पर फूल वूल करने में कूल तू बड़ी तेज कटारी है शगन तेरी की लगन तेरी की हमने कर दी तैयारी है
नचदे ने सारे
नचदे ने सारे
नचदे ने सारे रल मिल के आज हिले डुल के ले सारे के सारे नजारे नचदे ने सारे रल मिल के आज हिले डुल के ले सारे के सारे नजारे नचदे ने सारे नचदे ने सारे खसमानों खाने